na mebo mu say the Deputy Director General of Narcotics Control Commission NACOC enebedi enkomo lawyer Alexander Chumberima we de me braba tene de nye bra asem kra say NACOC for no mu ni manifo ntimi so ne me ni manifo medwuma na me ba be na ye be hye nkomo yate wo say nani week omuko say no ni bi ma Monday kra ampo ye di eho enkomo na asem ba ko ne say Red campaign stop red means stop opioid use na kok edin pa na ombetimi aye di aboa yen wo ho regulations ni bi ho no mo a ombetimi de fufuro bi aba be sachire mu kakra ama ayete se prevention bi abem enye se ye ne yenche wo nko ana fitesi ayi de ene se na makofa daily post enu adwumadi omudi ye ya Honorable Pablo ko mo say 12% of tertiary students abuse cocaine or tissue mu no cocaine no onu odi dware de sra ena wo maka no so 11% abuse heroin nti obewie school no obeba no wato nro ni mu dada ya kwaba
Sister Lydia
Only Sister Lydia who is Sister Lydia yika ye kasemu bo adwuma na no de mabisa sa asemu chidodo na
edan ko mo maintenance na yes lo lan kakra
dan amu kura nuro ni wo mu ana dan amu chi nipa
bu microphone gu mu no
o nti anya nuro ni kwa na mo chi nipa ne nso ka
o kwa da o che so fanya hwe se o che na o se do bi ne kura na ache no nti
okay
ni ba kono so do ne ba
okay
dan mo e mo na no nti ye hwe
nti we no mo slow down no
kakra bi
amanfo se mo aba fresh ni ntia munya hu adwuma na ni so se obi adom mo na kwa bɔ musikatu a kamo jai gidigidi na mo ye no
kura wo mu ne say you say every man has a price, right? But and you be a price you have na admitia say ni me gu dwom be a price na so but nyi nyina na ko admitia ka
okay
the price ndi obi abewo but
adwuma we iska wo mtie be a price and will name your price and they will pay you.
Okay, so what's the name? But that and we are not ready to name any price.
Okay.
You name me and would and your name is
okay.
Nti
office ni be but more resist it.
I doubt who thinks he can influence us with money.
Adwuma na iska adwuma.
But say a position, I say wo no adwene hu wo fie a wo ba se me koma usika. It is on to me to accept. But so far as I'm concerned, I'm in that position, or I'll be in that position till I leave Narcotics Control Commission.
Principal na ode kasa ya na say kokoti na wo.
No. Principal. Well, you know me very well, yeah. Principal. Principal. You have to run your life with principles. And no penny idea. What's the Bible say? Many penny who no kura kwai no. Na nda be mana share.
Okay.
What I say? Inti say me kwatena ho na manfa principal ankwa. Anfa so ni mi so. Sinti dia ndebeba ya se dia nam no so na eba no nue it is a mission me ho kwan na se me so ebedue me so a I also have questions to answer tomorrow.
Okay.
But I don't think the president appointed me or appointed my boss, the director general, brigadier general, to go there to go and corrupt our lifestyles.
Okay.
So we must hold principles. We can say now two straight sana ebinum be pewasem ebinum be say bia say why you tintin we hear those comments and now mobile no why den do kan de ne kontesa ye de nyame ase ka say kan no anka say ne yes anyi ye ntra yesu ba de abubu asay nyina no ba so be ni nti anyi ye nra no ntina aban de sesan ye
okay
na Ghana for no feel say we ne ba mutuma ni yamaye anom de aba
ebia wunya hu adwuma na ni so hu
na obi ma police ban ya that dey na Constitution Control Commission ma any police difference na ya the line is just a thing.
So people have the perception police can be bribed, until then you can be bribed.
Okay. But some have tried and I mean they've gone through people will be man for one or two but nothing has worked.
I see.
I mean you are running cases ordinarily a being could be very tempted to do something.
Okay.
For instance, not too long ago, interception of gold worth almost 19 million Ghana cedis.
I see.
Nti what the quantity can ma aka kra na kay 190 billion.
Wow, gold.
Gold.
And I'm intercepted. Okay.
Sabi.
Nana cock the enka gold for
oh, sounds like our money intel operations. So people intelligence be near the bit my we will not destroy it. We get it. Yeah, the appropriate time and where we need to hand over to the next agency, we do that.
Oh,
and where air prosecutor biara, but we, at some point now say you're linking up with gold board.
Okay.
Because they have now know the legal mandate when it comes to anything concerning gold.
Okay.
So when it got to that point, you know, we did have a hand over.
Moche we here.
Paga border. Paga town, not border. Paga town. Kronimu. They were just in a car now on cross border no Adiako Burkina.
From Ghana no more they come Burkina.
From the Frasante region Neko.
I see. Now no one farmer national security for because enka make say narcotics.
Okay, so the national security architecture
okay.
What do you say?
I see.
And there no it's not like at the same time can say for instance obi ya arm robbery wa na soja ni edu na soja ni edu on chini pente so kutwa muko. No.
Okay.
Or the power to arrest you. Even civilians in Pasa be one share uniform be and so belong to any security sector no has the power to arrest you.
Okay.
So what does it?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be limited to a particular agency.
Okay.
But certain Americans say we are. Then the next thing is that we link up with the appropriate agency and then we continue with them. Okay. Or we hand over to them.
Okay. Now no me busa but still ya na me pon adwan obi si o jare omo so ma ba foforo nti no mo ye dede na omo ye media gbe saying I say na say na court is on dey bi omo ye adwuma but ye nti omo nka nti sesi e de hin na ya chi bi wa ha chi na ya chi bi wa ana so say borders no even approved one no are so porous and looser omo nka ni ye hu fi say na ya chi na ya chi no dos
Bible says so can you amfo can you aduase wo disi dua no soro ma ne sere ma ni pa nyina hu ye kan ya so ne ye enubɔ ne hu akon aye ko eno ne ye kan ya so esese ye disi kan ya aduase ma sere ma ni pa nyina hu ene ye baako
okay
ni me enu so ne se yen employers na se wo mama ye adwuma ye ene Ghana manfo nyara se me koye adwuma na wo mama adwuma ye na mama na hu de me ya the person be pleased.
Okay.
Fancy a cotton hole from March to August ya woman. And I want to maybe I be adam better than I was. You will now be trying to interrogate or question to know. But any man at the that you are aware.
Yeah.
Because it's on to us to let our people, the citizens now they must know what we are doing. Now what's more bizarre on so what does it? So we need to let you know what is happening there. The man moody money agent I am more. Any part of 5 million in money. So they have appointed us to sit there on their behalf. And see a town I will depend then it can say your mom who would almost see and the mom. That is why we make people know in the media.
What about ye ni monyamu wa mansan mu na nkoye ti say hey sisi ade Ghana ba be transit point to say Ghana ba be baby a obetimi di no bone afa.
And I pay me sorry before I say na me video be no be there send me on TikTok. Border control ade aye o match obi okuta heroin.
Oh.
Into your man be aye there. And this one where I make video I make is on TikTok.
I free on my beam.
I think say a Canada border event force.
Okay.
Into area Canada.
Okay.
Into at the immigration point.
As a US in Canada.
Into your immigration point na one more a video of we are stopping on suspect to say be on who run a test na adin na one. And this is a video I want I see na me tell na me. And the Mary one doesn't mean say we na. No. It's not din say but it's on to us say yenim say enema bi say koso wo man ni mu.
Okay.
But say yeah yan Bible say intend carbon anim yan carbon anim ma bo mipa na hunu sade we na wo ye na ye be nim guase de mo ne gu anga sanso wen unfi ni wen masia ye be koso nya sa ni ma we sa because ni ma ya esi no aya nyima ye be na stop you but ya sumbra che na so de ni bi aye say ye de ye nyai na de ye be ye ni hwe elia won ko ma na ye di na chire na ye ka was video ya was share about documentary on Tinker Island.
Yeah.
Me a video of Tinker Island because he had maybe striking but he had maybe
video. Is it for public consumption?
Oh, what bet me them for now the main person may release it. Bet me a body action wash.
Okay.
Now what stress service staff at your company and mouth for ma na sa tama share.
Yanka say Tinker Island wo Kumasi.
Yes.
Wo Asanwase
municipality or sister of friend. Yeah. Asanwase municipality. I wonder. Our whole, yeah. And report you now working. Remember so. Beyond their work and you.
I see.
So we quite honest tertiary. Name one report of secondary school nkwala no go school no kuta read tea bag. I said bag. Na so on to no we progress from secondary no. Every university and they say what na go free and
go almost realize because some we dialogue be and nti no ho common
yeah. So it's worse. I think Ireland there na man go so American. Okowa say be the fraction. And 70 years for na 21 and we no. And as a 2 years cocaine no. And your people within their teens to the 20s to 30s. But don't be a semi or one no one no am or back by force. You can't say we 35 years ago in.
Oh. I see.
I say no. But in India, anything I as a commission, your principle is that we rather focus on those who are dealing with it, not those who are smoking.
Okay, into more
smoking in the yeah, want to say your bomb counseling, and then we give them to the rehab centers to help them to reform.
Okay.
And go back into normalcy.
Okay.
That is those who are willing and available.
Okay.
But one more, the principle back on say, yeah, dream back on say, yeah. So, me could give me some iPhone to. Now me corner iPhone, you want iPhone.
Tell me
Correct. Into a bin na wadi aya na dwene se ono what the Tinker Island area na be any business. What the cocaine be man na available mo intermediary bi akonya bi dia ba spot wo. Aba ma wo wonye bi age akonom.
I see.
So anything na yen no ya na your target ni ya wo mo a dealing in those things no. Ana ye de nyame asese me na no so ma ye kwan se ye chi wo mo nso a mo dapade na dade so ban fa nsa nto so. Ni anyi influence me ye bo fom. Ye bo fom understand when be ba ho so ama ba ye careful.
Okay.
It's the target is that we will go after those who are making the cocaine available at Tinker Island. On you're not doing no a business in oil. Ya da bia make us me many in san obi an waduma we.
Okay.
Na mum say waduma we an illicit drug business. And we ye. And now say na we be making money there. Then you continue to be a thorn in your flesh.
So talk of enhyehyeye ahodo no. Mo the regulation bi beba enim se mo emra bo mu chidom emra na obo mu chidom no o ma mo de amode beboa omo mu wo mu dada se yen criminalize omo ana se de criminalize say ye wo
criminal
so process kra
aye criminal
but here we are wa o kasa kra wa kase o ye hwe abrantie na 35 years awa ba akokra onu nya ye focus e bia obi amfa amano a enko anya bianto but obehwe ni say oh wakoto no nko ade na ekura no nko ade ene possession bra no na
yes
mo ba ye good say o san ye lawyer ma hwe ma hu say ene ye nhwe na te say dia na nsan ye hu say so bi koku ne hu a enye say ye bua ye ma ye ka say eno so criminalize enti ye decriminalize no ye betimi ahwe mra nim na ba bi onum a ye decriminalize na safo no mu num no ya boa wo mu se o mu be free mu asin say oh ya se akoto na twiri prison ho a hono so ade na abi no wo
enti in all honesty no ye ba ye we have made or have led several operations ya chinkofo bebre.
Okay,
but me nchi obi a we user.
What do you do to them then?
Anti woman in America so woman dey and say ye a whole directorate.
Okay.
Even the DDR drug demand reduction.
Okay.
What would you say? They do the education, educating people for you to know the dangers and what sad name using. And I said yeah, say using. I mean,
no. So no more
exactly.
Using the abe
more or less. So and no, and also be a woman so no. Adiyem mwame, say me. So such people no so there were some private rehab centers you know mo edi nkita ho nti enyasafo ni bia willing to go through this rehab process na ya refer mo no one so abom ma wo matnya for through counseling and other steps ebetia abo ma wo ma free sat bia na wo makodi mu. So that's what we do to help them.
Okay, but I know your personal discretion.
No, I mean that is what the organization in here. Because you whole directorate, yes, idea.
Okay.
The DDR directorate, no.
But we were say, is that not an affront to the law? Because the man is watching no possessing no one prosecuting.
Enforcement of the law doesn't necessarily mean that you should always be prosecuting people.
Okay.
There are times that you also have to educate. There be police where make it say we all know red light no fair mo. And you know match work court. Ebi wo ha with me a question no say I'm an education be akra because there are people that the officer will nim no onimo. Yeah, no be an court na mo fen say driving school dem here chen we say what be can na chia pia to truck you say an odimu one ordinary one odimu. So that's it. But
in a situation whereby spelled out in the law black and white opposessia as a emrana dino.
Oh yeah.
SSC identify emra kwan so na emra no so akere kwan SSC identify so which is not mumu de ya mo apply ana mo de na mo apply na emra ne ma kwan.
Yes, it's in the law.
So why is it that police in Libya because I've been thinking say I say if it's a mission share campaign as uti mu say bi mo hono mo a omo ya help rather than say yes you
I know
police ni ni china ono de o say me apply law no.
Yeah, the police do not have I mean, there are laws that do not capture this. I doubt if there's a law for them that capture this rehab and those things. But yeah, they want to send.
Okay.
What is it? Okay. Make us say, "Yeah, I think we're probably."
Okay.
We be going back from there.
Okay.
But women, you know, we before be man who user.
Okay.
Users no there, so that we can. You born when we go through that thing. Not that we can arrest you, but we believe that it's a disease, so we can help you on the other way around. But me believe in this say e nsuo that ne say me block baby nsuo ne tene free ba na ase ne nsuo no mbiem so what does it it is o court in Ireland and obi di kokan about do nya bi to and I was start say we use so what does it but some atise ni ba na ono di kokan ni ba no a and ma block no no da mu a o ko ha bi ni obiem so there will not be anything called think Ireland biem because o ba ko no nya kokan ni biem o ba ko no nya red nto o ba ko no nya wi ni bi nto so what does it because one more dey back on ya chi wo onso ko emi so ma wo se bechew but ade ba kwan ya na manika na manije kase na se me pani na nyina edi na chi no the principle dey atwo no se empen tem mewura na Narcotics Control Commission ba ubewura mu dia oni e be
ho no I see o soja no
o soja we soja nisto
o soja nisto I was say wa be che mo dia ne wa o soja kakra very
nti won na hwe no
okay
nti wo hwe we ya ye kwache yisin ya we ya video wo hwe na red no nko na yes no tramadol
we last week there
no
okay
ma me hwe na me nyi number no ma ho ya enya de ketwa na ye kwache no
wow Monday you mentioned prices are na say
ne bo no ba say but to say wo hwe quantity na
quantity so
enya small quantity for instance red no yes she 5,928,000 capsules. Tell you, 5,928,000 capsules. And yes, go.
There were blister ne so no. Nti yi tia ba ko ate say to pa na nka wayi ba ko no. Na say ba ko sa
928,000 capsules and yeshin na no ifiada. And then now
imagine over a period of saying
we na ageno be I think we are season around July or my port if I'm not mistaken
just
around
June
or July one of them around
July the Enfanko June so say if it's between June July August within 3 months and as 5 million na be real system
no we can just one container and na say do no
wow
one container and another quantity.
And yes, from different
one container is and the quantity 5,928,000 capsules.
None a destination
and they are sending us say they be record say ekoni there.
And so you na a bag and a market. Oh,
so that's it. It means some control.
It's when we or the buy no.
Oh, they always use fake addresses and other things. So they don't anybody. They know. One way decide boni yes we about the air boni. They know it very well.
Okay, but there is another thing about this. One say opioid there ebi no want to say ready nanka enye illegal just that prescribed but milligram no
so the milligram makes it illegal.
Okay.
Tramadol is a permissible drug. Okay. If I say you be an accident, at that moment within the next 3 hours, pain be a overcome no ya no den. Into so hospital, doctors can inject you with tramadol, and as nurses can inject you with tramadol to kill or lower your pain.
Okay.
So you won't feel any kasi bebre.
Okay.
But near at the hospital level.
Yeah.
Japan say be what pay, ebi be a sabi ukotu usibi. And so unjo we are utunu de won until ya. Na what na go fie.
Say kaka ne yefunu keka de na ya.
Wa ko du fie na boss nyame yodo.
Yeah.
Sabe no pain bi na dwon krofo da na we are urgent rest no wo na yo. But we hear say pain bi to akofo mo na so tun da bi. Today na bi my doctor bi to trauma say we match 50 milligram tramadol. No
maximum 50.
No, a maximum 100. But we bet my 50 the amount.
Okay. Okay.
It 50 no quite better amount because I got a prescription from a physician and better amount.
Okay.
Or 100 people trauma wa and no so 15 million, 15 million. International no okotwa you better amount. No anything beyond this is not allowed. Okay. But when the only year and they shown 120 milligram.
We didn't put the 225 no.
So 120.
Still, it's over.
It is still extremely over.
Milligram no.
It's still extremely over.
Okay.
You're 150. You're 225. You're 250. 250 milligram.
Abba.
Now, so no be any kukudro the way yaba. No be a pub. And I said be a said a friend an old way no. Na obia koto we be a bese ni be a no automan crofo. Obia operative pharmacy. Now what do we have to turn the counter na chi baby no automan crofo.
Two ni prescription ka oba obeton ama.
Na automan crofo. Na yebacho na wodan so na yatuma. Wo se me yemba bonefo.
I see. Enti sa opioid eno so ewo mumra ni mu ana mu was year regulation be back mu na.
Yes. Ewo mumra ni mu ma no so etime chewo. Ni nyina ye control substances. Enti yetime echewo mo ye. Yes. Enti na ye chewo mo no.
I keep asking beyond a chair no. E dey say who say abaya on my how on my adeswa Musa Narcotics Control Commission.
Yeah.
What is your stand? Because the Ministry of Youth say a higher youth. So now Oma afa no say project
say you know the partner that Ministry commission and as we inaugurated that program, you know. Me na me koka sama Narcotics Control Commission.
Okay, red means stop.
Red means stop. Yeah, is it a positive hotels na one back men kind but when away no me na me call representing nakoko so
okay
e ma ko kasa nti ye ne omu na abomu a anas tu sa na mo no
okay
bibia me ne be bia no or remind me on what we are the next they are going to do that they will need us
so at what point do you come in?
We come in to help in the educational part.
Okay.
We come in to help with the counseling part.
Okay.
But I will say and only ye one more edge e dey use a wo tell na say huntiam ko ho. But what would the abana was all the business in the year educate too? Because we wouldn't papa not so on.
Oh, maybe I don't know. So
again, so when you now Ubako or not NC counters. Now, I have display because you display all your drugs. I don't know what you have to take on a baby. Who say Ubi Bana or a different Venison?
Nene no, Bosu no.
Yeah, me, my Demetia, me could do a young mammy.
Oh, yeah, sure. I say, but should be fine to someone. They must
you're running intel exercise.
All right.
Who coin this moon? You've been to Mumma to be but I won't call Motomo.
Interesting. Inti at once moon say you need rehab centers.
Yeah, I mean,
what are you doing about that?
You need to do, but at least.
You will be crab.
There are several
states.
Not necessarily for the states. I think we may only cite the proper psychiatric hospitals.
So as a state, you need be a Crawford, the private ones, and NGOs are
exactly. And
it's mobile on them. Yes, and Nakok, a problem. What can you do about it?
It's one of the things that we wish to have one as a state, and as a with me,
okay,
on our own that we will be running it. But you know, if you look at the numbers, then also we have a very big facility, and now say a decentralized facility. because Think Island the near cra.
Okay.
It is of course a Think Island for no. You can make a sweep at Think Island. You can arrest like 200 people in a day.
I see. But say if individuals and NGOs to me, yeah, na say more refer or more go. The more reason I'm asking, say as a state, you know, you know, baby, I bet say, hey, I dear, if I need a bebo, we say, I know, I hire any a bet now.
But so say, yeah, bano, because yeah, bami, you need bano, not win you.
But see,
I say, yeah, better. The because say, yeah, baby, I bet you, and I say, yeah, you between your but no, yeah, you sing back one. And I'm just say I'm
not saying say Munsi back. I'm just asking say Mobe who says it's saying it.
It's something that you it's not just that.
Rehab no more a better way of enforcing the law on the users rather than say you more go through prosecution. No, more besusu say and I'm the bema mompany for appointing authority say look we yeah no but baby you who say as a state. Say baby a Ghana do 68 years. You need rehab for drug addicts or yes, drug addicts.
I know, sir, it's one of the things that is on the table of my Director General.
Okay.
Because I say you call retreat B, and one conversation and now or have a offer me into it was this thing that we discusses to help get a rehab center. And also we are working on getting a whole laboratory for even a Narcotics Control Commission to do some of the testings of the drugs that we have been seizing because most of the time because you lab on it, we rely on GSA for most of the tests that we conduct on the drugs and because even though you checks who say but because of their prosecution, I saw certified results.
Okay.
And a certified report I would make the attach it when you man the court to say as much as you China and pass it. We need to know.
Okay.
So that's it. You know, ni what table no so say you bit me na ya consider.
Okay. Prevention one aspect of it.
Yeah.
Ya can omuwomu say na ebeye. What about prevention?
Prevention the challenge that my role as Deputy Director General, my role here enforcement, control and elimination. These three are my portfolios. But yeah, dear huni. Ya kosizi container bi water my pot. Okay. Na 40 feet container na full of red. If we never, yes, if we India never. Yeah. Me no tia na pa ya din komo. Ya be da prevent container bi free India ba.
Okay.
Ya be da hu so bi mbo India ya all package 40 feet container full of red.
Okay.
Yentimi hu. But the bet me ayen say e be duru to my pot no because we are there. Our duties is to flag certain things that we suspect.
Okay.
And aside electronic examination, we also conduct physical examination. Sometimes, even where necessary, we take our canines there to go and do the sniffing.
Okay, canines here mean your dogs?
Yes, okay. Your dogs, no. Near your doma sniffing and so. I'm at the year first at 10 crown yet me every tribute. Then the sign on there, you then start to contain and the container went to me because of ABC, the young so, and that's the only point we're able to prevent.
And no, you're more crowded. What about Emranti? Yeah, also, my interest is to rehabilitate them. Or more nominal so. The basic coins or more munko muno or munko. The basic coin, say you best stop it the mode of getting it. Asa, because the Indian black baby had me free now, walk on your binua. Ya didn't be my own. And it's now one more turn of the one night, you need go up, say you chase him on the problem in Granada. Okay. See, I never say because minimum say, what's your TV so over here UTV. What's your as a UTV, I do a UTV ma over than UTV. When you be so my son say me got Think Island, I got to cocaine. Me got will be a we. Me do one the autumn, ya bet you know. I season the winning and cocaine in other qua. It be all better. So that's the only point that we can prevent. Because at that moment, I be with them. And let me tell you, they are using several different methods. They say, acquire first because you money because a good identity access. Don't you ever so didn't you? Don't you ever a bit is without a lot of seminary, a bit just same from the document basa. But do you think that you bet me has stopped the supply of it completely?
Difficult, especially with the cocaine. Difficult. The difficulty is that. We say there was 3 border systems as a country.
Okay.
You were the sea, you were the land, you were the air. you see no e broad.
Okay.
But there are several unapproved routes. And I know Makum you be na create.
Okay.
And you what memfo bi to one what so on be boabo ne pa. And be mo bi apinya kukudro say me fishing vessel, me ko high sea, makofa cocaine. And I'm a share boat vessel bi adi cocaine. E dey bre obi onshore. Adne. Yeah. Bonnie when you put in doors. And you see sometimes some of the things is so overwhelming. What do you know what I want to say? But I mean, as human as we are, those that we get intels on, whatever I can say, we don't just strike you because you have to say so very much how we are questioning them. No. We do a whole lot of follow-ups and checks on you for a very long time to be very satisfied. Because you say, me found out do and could do court not beyond reasonable doubt and meant to improve it.
Okay.
So once I get you, I must get what is indeed making you engaging at the end of the day more rap bonimuno and something. So we use several models to get it. And once we get it and we are okay, then we take you.
Mo mpanyin fonde mo beka se mo nye bribe no na mo mano amomrantie no like you use the security balance mo men no e den na mo de hye wo mo nkura ne kutu pase de be ya o mo so yenko tempte wo mo. One thing
and Director General etai yekese words of encouragement that we know and we always give them. Okay. And the assurance that whatever state that they find themselves, he is going to make sure that they will get into a better state than he met it.
Okay.
And no any other back could be you a free more back on ya. Be a say a 2-4. So that's it.
Okay.
See and 2-4. If you have a papa say bonnet say papa. But see a 2-4, won't bonnet say bonnet, won't papa say papa. And when I will know, your casa would in the airport will be to me met of my bribe. Never tell me little. So because I water my pot. Me ya post you akotiwo. Na me you post you call hono. Oh, there's no way somebody can come and bribe you. I'm just not being honest. Somebody can attempt to bribe you. But it's on to you to consider between being honest or losing your job.
Okay. We pray for the best for the rest of the year no. More plans be and as our plans there sister question not to work akra
plans in there my boss as more tire can say the antennas are very high.
Okay.
Na antenna no so cost ran say any me ahwe no doso.
Okay.
To bompa say radar no to de no so.
Okay.
I told you no so de ani na say ya wie no.
Asemaba. Saneba. Afi ye be yi blue tie ato no wa she green and red black tie. So we want looking corporate ya kan na kakra.
Okay.
Enti ye kwa kwetia.
Oh, yeah.
Ye nimsa akwati national security de mumba elections mu. Ye police asem but yati na no na owura Richard Ahin Agba Director of Communications my MPP allege say mo de yifo owura Richard Jakpa ha wo mo adwen ne nkrofo adwen nwuremu na amanfo a ebi mu kure fifiri kuro ni mu akọ ti amanfo bi say election omo ko na ye to aba ni wi na omo aba because waka cho mo so omo nko na man for election dey say police is so am assurance there be a bibia this say be e wan kire pan sana ya fair reinforcement
obakofo ansan so nyankopon ani kata nteto da bi a kire eboa anim
na se ye kukuru ni
oh you see ya empanin say de ohun bi pen ohun bibiem akwatia by elections a ewodi mbonde bi kakra okay ebi asipan
okay
it's a nay say bono kro no na say mansin kro no na bibi adekro na bi san ba ho a de si nra na se ehwese besa si bio
okay
yenim akotia yenim se talent o se dan yenim atiwa I mean there are some areas we don't see yakwa elections so ha the news that always comes from there during or after the elections and good news.
Okay.
So why will you always be sitting down and not be doing something different? See, of course, you hear the same old thing, or be the same old results.
Police are born in home. Ama na no wache nyama ode ko we share parties o ne mo akasa eni ade.
Elections be police share parties no.
And the moon need confidence. Police alone can handle.
Me confidence ba.
So
I don't know when police phone you. What me can even guys. Na police be na nyum ni say ba yen fa police ni bia o. Ye veterans ye nya recruitment any of the security services ya ye recruit obi a.
Okay.
Obi ya mo de no amuja ho 8 years na an ye dey to an tra wo nyum ni.
I see. My question is the involvement of the national security or my specific say
national security coordinates and oversees every other security services their activities. Into hope you are near one right.
Ebasa
national security meeting and police to soldier to prisons to narcotics to immigration to fire now we are
good.
But
there was specifics. Narcotics the specifically we show no
but all you
fire for your doom ja. But police here internal security matters. And election asem you nim say please and
I know but yeah all your dwuma no. So because the numbers no we hear backup from Nakoka. Yes, you used to achieve BBA. We will just release our men to go and support them.
So is it a case of police now requesting for backup in national security woman?
National security they can be anywhere anytime.
Oh, okay.
And Americans woman they coordinate all security services be adima. They coordinate you. Into adima police go as a coordinator and as a coordinator adima and okay so on boni bia.
Which any MPP no omo nim way.
Well, I mean, sir, there are political statements and there are real statements. Today, what kind of political statement? Center makers or can one can't police the police go when police bonini. Almost they don't trust the police. One year.
Okay.
So what can? When we enemy business say, you better say abosuming what you are buying back a better kunyasano. From January to August, you need recruitment into any security services. You need recruitment in Ponya baby.
Okay.
It's one woman in Yan, the woman battle soon, the woman should be become within the last 8 years. Now, no one neck. Now, I go for now, you
I see. What Akwatia Hono, Ubeka said, I'm one Casamu super majority of parliament that said the Abranti.
And I'm doing the same point, yeah.
So what? Abranti Mutin Aboswa.
Yow, Yandria was Yaw
regional court.
Many but Aberton has several Yaw Kwan Nipa, MPP near Midnakas or no. Enemy Namni a bonk mode, Midnatumikum.
Meanwhile, KJ on so Cassa sister. NSD, me bra.
Yes. On Monday, I reckon some close rapport friendship.
So to honor his memory, no.
Correct.
Mugita super majority dada. Ma kwa ye because as a semoko. Yes. But then it's possible to send the MPP for sure you're pulling out of a Tamale Central.
I want the never one because when you're 17,000, maybe will be in 56,000. Who go anymore?
They could still have
Tamale Central when you're 17,000 and this is 50 something thousand. Almost 60,000. Now, what's that campaign? So, elections.
Anna Cratch in the memory, ni wo na
ya. Just about 2,000.
Nanka, I said.
No, you cry someone who send this year in anybody. Because of what they before the end.
How?
I'm telling you. Yeah, someone who send ya winner kunyana na anybody pa. Woman name you, yeah. I mean, we are friends. Minimum need what you need in chamber bray. We meet my try and Cassan and Monday and Yedi. But I can tell you that who's in this at every Nakunya Nabis and anybody pa.
For real,
I am telling you.
It's when a general secretary or chairman and say, do get your Munina party machine in Namako go.
I don't think I understand. I'm the general secretary.
JFK.
And none of you know that I'm so working like no no. Now we call them and yasamo.
So mu dey sit in your mu dey adada but I say na mu hotel fi omu nsem ti omu dey ne den ne ani bre na omu pese omu kura omu ade mu yi.
Ah oh okay. Yen so no yen hu sit ne ya gikura wie ye.
Okay.
Nti dey na ka ye dey na ana yesan ko fa dey back. Ana make say
sorry enimu say mu dey ade ya kokota anante ho ana krachi ye firi mu na still mu ko.
Ni wo ade ba kwa meti ya me yem hye me papa. Wonu se na wo na pa me hu na nyime be almost 536. Ana me fa me phone me hu na ah Yaukumi, Sassay. So immediately, I was thinking aloud before I could get one package. I'm Wunia Dominic, Azamba.
Okay.
And I'm seeing something now. Not oh, I somewhere I see on a pan now. I'm saying, oh, office you better know who you go. I somewhere see on a post. Oh, see, so I say, oh, bear 10, 11, who become put the news in Babant.
And to be bringing us a movie in a marine near Bay Mama.
Young Winia. That's all election at Flores. Why not you're able to? It is that you are going to win or you are going to lose. One of them is going to happen.
But more incumbency advantage. Na once you say some who you now could go, na still more.
And before that's the woman who go up.
I'm opposition.
It doesn't matter.
omo nsan no so parliament.
It doesn't matter.
Omo
I don't be aso twen Ghana for the mom for eniemo ho sem ni bua no mu nipa no enwa so twen no. San na Ghana for person you na Ghana for the mom ten no nye boni bia.
And now baba
no, Ghanaians makes us who we are.
And now baba mo Ghana for share.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So they make us who, exactly, but you see, they make us who we are.
Okay.
Okay. If they don't vote, there will not be anything called government. Is that what I say? Me from ballot box in question, no be MP of October. Yeah, no government be that.
That's true.
Okay. So they make us who we are, and they decide on what they want and how they want it. And to open one they move you out. Okay.
As a lawyer, me musa osa question bi maka say enke be ya se obi free mu a sa ba election sem no yenyai if he say ma yenya kwan mo ni nipa no ase wo free mu na no ye pe kwan kra akoto so aba obi a ode ne ho aba afori a also mo man na say uwo no kra yensu enye ya if he say ye kwa kope election bi awe ni
ya ase sekan su bu a e bo sekan na pomu.
So the suggestion na me tie ni bi ni say instead say be organize e won ti say we ya kiki no okay party na no omu nipa wo hodada no ankasa emfa obi so mo be omu internal primaries na de obewe ni no waba be ye replace
and yeah adent na wo mon kan say de ni say de obi kan no ana ba parliament no
okay
and no say bi ono be free mu
okay
yen ka bi nhye mu de but aba ne sa nti akoba ne sa ne yen fa de tosu mi ni mo ngwe. Same as your argument.
The authority you know general election.
And say the obedi can be the second. And will be in the second.
So you are not for that suggestion and proposition.
No, I am just adding another argument that if they are looking at it from that angle, then they should also look at it say, and you are person internal house one. Now for biblia no one elections.
But your argument elections. Per your argument no on for so only omo de sense to say yenya so be free mu in particular my enko by election.
Then main option come the man say we should rather look at it because it was a general election and somebody won and came to that office. That same general election and it wasn't only one person who contested.
Okay.
There were about 2 or 3 or so.
Okay.
Why in the 2 people in the constituency?
Okay.
There's no constituency being one person on the new ballot and this is a parliamentary elections. That's what I say. When you cry, I'll be 2.
Okay.
So when you are 2 or 3 or 4, Baku kind Baku better me, so Baku better 9 already. Per their numbers.
Okay.
It is a very kind of no new one. More for the toss me no.
So there.
So when you if you constituency anymore. So
imagine Tamale Central nanka Dr. Mutala Mohammed Freemwe nanka de unya 17,000 so no next person that's
exactly really, I mean that would have been the case
MPP ni
and that would have been the case
that
would have been the case because in so what them so internal house mumuna the internal house dey na ba obo on one general election bia what do you say you and the ni free party mu ba no anka timamufo no empe no
say because Oba betwa party na ni nipa wo ho
so party na soma wo kroman ni na soma wo
but original party be
and but kroman na soma wo party for no kwanto abelusu no political party will win for only an election that will go from kwana atoma wo you will not win you will lose now numbers near say we numbers in your number political ye me na kase me no we numbers between we win 50% plus 1 da none of us have it. There is no way I will for no tomorrow win that well for parliamentary year and by what do you call it? You can say it's not by the 50% plus 1 anyway, but I'm just speaking in terms of the general national election presidential. So I'm going for no tomorrow you know win. And before to about winning. NDC for about winning. You need the non-NPP, the non-NDC people to join you. And
see, obi free more yanko by election.
And so the many arguments no more family, you know. And I want to just mention paint. And then you buy election. Then you continue.
I see. Just too bad. Oh, time now the man and so we say. I don't know. Didn't dimika. I never didn't dimika. Or kobe binti wada Roma. Name Aguze Johnson. Semi Musa will say. And now for no more whistleblower number B.
Ah, oh, you want to free number?
Okay. Now, so obi blow whistle mamwa. Or protection more package be money
we gba no kwa na wo ka kire ye no abi a an so ma info na ye ya de no kwa no ye ma update
wo blow awi wo dwumasi na mo be gya no kwan fefefe
actually ya any behind the curtain matter
I be an into
say the oyemo ma de no mpa nsa ho kwa
okay
enti any behind the curtain but the better me say even for your own safety ye ma update mpo mo hu say
okay
you can say but my mouse scenario ba ko bi esi na nipa bi no ma intel na ye ko pick nipa no
okay
me ko bi ya ko fa nipa na ba ya ye be du ye na nkwan so ye ba tra kra no nipa text me what is your ko na be storm me opa na me say oh okay response on one oh okay but sen ko kan say bia what is your microphone na be storm me no e bia ka me confirm say oh ya mpa me kwa na me ka ho me ba na ye say ye na nkwan so ye kwa kra I just said oh okay so that's it but when you have feedback bia feedback from us for your own safety because bia na sam na sen wa no na wo da kodin komo no bia mo say ntade we say nti na ko ka tell we bi mo be say nti ma feedback bia we nya the man ya dey say ma your interview na take it up and then they come and do their works on that place and say that place I to say you be there person
okay as a lawyer we share white and black ma me mbusa we quick one na obi dia o simi musa ma justice talk on no case na kosi saying
I know said the last time me share even saying former auditor general Mr. Domlevo
okay
yeah me bisa na say they are still on it I will me kwambo na me ka so mo wi but no also wo mo wi they are still on it.
Oh, okay.
I think that's about 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
This week, Nkrata Nimu say between 8 to 12 August, you know, some former chief justices and Akesifo bench in so echo testify. And it was a voluntary one. It was a subpoena. For say Antimuda Sugusu ase mami mubema ne bere ayekwa. Say years of service
na wan na be ra kwa
mu pese mu yi no
enyo bi na ma na be ra kwa de asie ne nyo bi na de no ne ono an ne ye bi o ye ehwo akontebu na obu ya ni party ase mu na tan ade so wu ansa
eno che
onyankopon de ni party mu no hye wu wachi wan fa hye bra wote ase nti bra ye twe ase akunwa ana etimu abu akonta wo ewo akunwa wote so
I see timuda so agine mu
enye ne da so gine mu mra ne kan ne ye de ye ma
say wo UK ba ni mu
come on, I remember.
No, mo say they mo ye na fine na.
O message send no
moving state no.
Before they release Abuba one, I'm sending my members in that. Maybe
you can be.
Me dey o me phone so question.
It will say.
O say.
Na it will say.
Oh, I say one man tin money be ase papa.
Oh really? They hen no man ase.
Na emra ben na ana ya buso mamu ha. So far as that case is concerned, emra dey hen ya buso no. Chira me. But I
get to ask the questions.
But we are saying no issue there. One more here no issue there. Ya na me
so ade ba akwa na no me kenkan ye ne say nyam okay nyama mienu one no say up till now mami ni lawyers enisa prima facie no mo establish ye no. Two is it Dr. Nana KB Asante statement papa ni monyamfo anewo wadi ohini
kokobi no
eka se the article 146 ba ye no enye say e be administrative duties of the chief justice no ne edi yi no na mom na juma se judge
mami ade na mentron to na me say wa kan sem ba mi no
okay sorry nti uye no anu quick na fi bija wo kwan
so prima facie right
up to now ne lawyers no
ana not the administrative duty
not the administrative duties
okay I'm even free a form there, not admit duty.
Okay.
At the Supreme Court level, judges at the Supreme Court, they write what we call opinions.
Okay.
Not judgments.
Okay.
Until you're not the end of kind, only opinion to Article 146. All right. If you give it to any other person, or someone different opinion to it, let me be so. Say, I saw you wanting a yamra.
Okay.
So what you say? But you see, a bad boy in say, young can you wadi no? Ya, a man say, or man penina be busy at the sa, Obaka and Naku for no issue, was so your conveyor belt. And I'm not okay. When we play ruby and the other side, and I'm so now I could do asa.
I see.
And take a man penina or your answer, fan of so copy, baby as a copy, I see. And maybe any Ghana see it here, Yakasa, or Mampaninia when some petition you found one from Mount Ponashe. And maybe any it is one farm, my one tomb, Rabia.
And maybe I knew was saying, maybe it's a one,
not so to say, one man. What for man? One tomb, Rabia.
But it's scenarios. Position is equivalent to that of an appeal court judge. But
they are all
justice.
They are all Article 71 office holders. It's different. Women now fall under the same principles. I mean, principles and rules.
Okay.
Okay. But the American say, so I found my work on Tomara. Number 2, Empo. So the mama wants to, and maybe in what say, offer Mount Nanu Nansa Dakro 1 hour and that's 20 minutes.
So then a president can say 7 days, but mama 10 days.
Thank you. Man, Penny decided say, media Empo some running one, maybe and I'm some person who said, BIA, we are finding it. But Gina Cushion. Now, me and Cassama me promote our nanson 2 million and Penny Gutano, Ghana will be any. If you understand the laws, presidential power is extreme. I don't think any answer more about that than Massa. I don't know what mean. Apart from that, he can do anything.
That's why people feel like constitutional review,
so
executive powers of
the
president
with that.
Because
I have no problem. I have no problem with that. But for now, you can always say. The always say, oh, 2 minutes, your wife in 2 minutes can say, remember one nanson. I'm not being cancer. But me, I'm Rebecca said, just 7 days. Go and read this thing thoroughly and respond to it before we take any step.
I think that the Mekasa president can say 7 days, but I give you 10 days.
No.
I say.
Mammy mom requested for 7.
Okay.
Or not trouble side for the ano. Yatinu. Or trying to request and will be 7 days to respond.
Okay.
And a man penny said, Memo 10.
All right. Okay.
Okay. The officer and the mamma will be at to swaka. Fat. Nafakoya di manaba. I know what ye. Would you more buy? O man penny demand one far will be a who so that number what the ma open. But what do the neighbor what chairman man sign be and son of the baby man penny? No, you're the consonant idea. That's another consonant that we are, sir.
Be a that chance
and that chance in
the drew.
Debbie. Me better have you on some you come out here, send you to come out to that. Your name, penny for a come to them.
I see.
I got to see on 2 nipum. And into the only man you come up to be. But what would I know the lady before and actually what I don't got. Ya. Ya demand not the corner cheap and not do. I could come at the end of the year. Was your man a fashion about your Bisano? A dear, I didn't go
petition.
Na petition didn't know. Prima fashion as anything. Your trust of Bonibias, where you Bonibiano our petition. And we Boniano petition Mudia. Who said I say I can't say winning Bonicoyo? Not to win, dear, I didn't, and I win and not do at last I responded to.
Thank you. Unfortunately, wow time now.
The time was asked one. The question last question and answer to me.
Mimi nyaya anka me no better na ha more. Amam phone na komo no better.
Komo we make me the better hours grab but me da say ja. One starting to now so would me wi ntem already so.
Me so me da say wunya anka late na so o ba.
Me say me go na kwa no. Madam Tokono or any other person around it. Baby, I remember tea, I don't know whether it was even true. Me can't be an say. No, see, member searching or member.
Yeah, along the line,
no, and it's a man, your mamma, no ban such a I mean, sometimes about was such a bema, but the bema, the whole such a bayana, a before. And tea, I know they know. But apart from that, in the process, be our name will be it's in accordance with the law, and she knows it's in accordance with the law. And
opening the rights now, yet, so committee in man.
What's it? I don't know if it's true.
The family be baho, but omo be.
I'm not say we are my family now. On one account, the law is the law. But it doesn't matter how many noise people will make. The law is still the law. So, madam, it has not changed. Per your own words, the law is the law. The law didn't say your husband should follow you. A privilege that can be given based on somebody's discretion.
And she's
but
not
that
worthy,
doesn't say that
she's not worthy of that privilege.
Oh, but we can privileges that are not by right to. I don't know your partner and you.
It's mumpe.
I dear your privilege. Obi pan or your mawo. You're all right, no dear. And you would miss say, won't mean Casson from mamma because I'm right.
Yate.
So what is it?
No kuna ba pa mu nti mesre onya sa obi abeka say ya wa mama on contem. Next time wo twe me amemma.
Oh, mama. Na some the YouTube there me ba ka me nya permission.
I don't pray you that's lawyer Alexander Chumbe, my deputy Director General na Courts Control Commission na court na anope ni na bompuni mpu part 1 nti my dear, my in-law, my husband, my daddy lawyer Adekye Nsroma bra betne ma ye adwuma kama but exonerate you still say oba na
next week much on matter
e beto so e figure lawyer mesro Greater Accra deputy commander Reese Akimodu wo bo adwuma pa ya mo hwe no mame ho machi Jordan ho machi bia no waba Jordan ho machi bia wo ya ade
I think there's a meeting that I will become me hunu ne
obehu no e akamfo no what wo ya ade pa
Reese congratulations and osamba na wona wodi life
many so said ya na ho keka ne santo otimi boss ya na why late mi no mi jina mi so duro mi jina mi late facho ye koba part 2 no ayi nim say Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ede ne forms ko MPP say nipa 5 and asabe o submit no okwo he
o samba contest bi
ani
oh okay
and now submitting the forms
na ya yen ko position 4 years mapa wo
eno so ye
o position 4 years o samba power 4 years ensi sa
Ghana for na be
oh no ensi
Ghana for na be
I know but ensi wo mo nche ne sa he knows enti kakra na wo no onso so no kakra wo na ensa mbese no asa comedy watch wo ya
at the 2028 election mema MPP
o mbelusu
mema mo mabi
o metuma babaten go se hwe they will still lose na some plan akatra ka 2024 dey actually this is the second time mama be sisu how hwe ensi sound dia makan na be si o what about your yabe
pacho ufu say dem mu ye nyina na Ghana for nyina ni je
oh yeah 2028 we betini as I declare this as the winners of the elections
mobile machinations won
no machinations na 2024 machinations yeah and so born at 11 year we need that
Dr. Gideon Bwako ba no ba me sure so what into be ya no pacho ye kwaba